At first I thought that we were wasting our time coming here to the Exalted Plains. However, now that I've learned that remnants of Grand Duke Gaspard's army are here, I will steer towards helping them with their undead trouble and then let them know of the truth. That their Grand Duke was executed on the Empress's orders, and that we could use their help against Corypheus. I'm sure all will go well, as they don't have any leader to follow anymore, and our cause is great. Before that, however, I will clear the Fade Rifts from the southern area of the Exalted Plains, so that the Inquisition forces can operate here most freely, especially since I am the only one who can close them. We have Fade Rifts to deal with.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, they're right on us. The Fade Rift is nowhere around here. Ow! Bloody demons. Where is the actual rift? I don't even see it. Is this how far they're venturing out now? Well, I don't suppose that they would stay around the rifts forever. They'd probably try to take over the area, even though it's... There's a nice bird. Birds in the sky. Probably looking for corpses to eat. Vultures. Ooh. I just got a chill from that. I don't know if everybody else felt that. There it is. There's the first one. I'm sure we'll have no trouble. But I do have to say, that was the first time that I've had demons attack us so far away from a Fade Rift. We must have gotten a lot more powerful in our time away down in the deep roads. I know we're good, but these demons are just way too easy. Close the Fade Rift already.
I have something for your silly group, Sarah dear.
Right, I bet you have plenty.
A simple note for your Red Jenny associates. I believe it may point to anonymous holdings of one Lord Samarath.
I know him. Pisshead's hard as ice with his people.
Indeed. It would be a shame if his involvement in certain activities was revealed. His position at court weakened.
So we hurt a real prick, but you swoop in. We help people, but it helps you more. Arrgh.
Try not to cry openly, dear. It's ever so demeaning.
Halla. I don't think I've seen them since I've left my clan. Such beautiful creatures. I would never willingly hurt them. Okay. So we have these rifts probably just over here. Oh, logging down. Claim that for the Inquisition. These are undead. It's a Freeman. Ring velvet is really nice material to craft with. The more that we can bring back, the more that it'll help. Halla everywhere. Was one killed here? I think it was. Yes. Might as well utilize what's left of it. Backpack. Well, I can say I'm very happy. Very happy to be away from the deep roads. That's just not my place. This corpse is burnt? What's going on in here? There it is. Second wave incoming. Okay, next target. We'll go there. I'd return sell them. Maybe I should. No, if it's about selling them to the Chantry, I'd rather return them to the Dalish then. I'm going to make sure the Dalish are part of the New World after Thedas has been liberated by from Corypheus' taint. Some ominous clouds up above. Let's go meet the Dalish then. The word will get out of what happened. Regardless, I'll make sure of that. It just feels... It doesn't feel right selling it. Dalish are right here.
Rustic. How delightful.
Quiet you. A keeper?
Durana Tishan, my brother. It is good to see another of the people in this place from which we all came. Still beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Even with scars left by the Shemlan War and all the troubles that followed.
What troubles you, Horan?
Where do I start, Dalen? The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Arvils, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most. My first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Var Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
I can deal with that for you.
Stay alert, Delen. Spirits are dangerous, and be mindful of the resting places of our dead. Var Balanaris is sacred ground.
Here's something for you.
I found something about Red Crossing in Danan Hanin.
You explored Danan Hanin? Remarkable. So many have tried and failed. If you went to the Emerald Graves, did you see Tavin and the others?
They were killed. I'm sorry.
I am too. Sorry, but not surprised. Thank you for bringing this to me. It is part of our tale and will be cherished.
I hope so.
Dareth Shiral, Dalen.
Thank you, Haran. Wow. Hala right here. Hello?
Anethara, brother. May I ask, traveling these plains, have you come across a golden Hala? I fear human soldiers may kill her. If she would only draw close, I could gain her trust. I could protect her.
I've never heard of such a creature.
I've never heard of a golden Hala.
I'm not surprised. Only a few Hala keepers know the legend. We call her Hanel Gillen, the Pathfinder. In times of great need, she comes to show us the way.
Why do you think soldiers hunt your Hala?
Pelts and horns sell for gold in Shem markets, I hear. And if they were golden?
Yeah.
Dareth Shiral.
Keep an eye out for a golden Hala. Not too many people here. I know they like to... they have nothing to fear from us. But I know that they like to hide and train their bows on foreigners that come by. Especially Shem.
Elkanan, the stores are so low.
You seem troubled.
It's nothing. Just our stores. With the Shem War and the demons, replenishing them has been difficult. For one, we're almost out of herbs, and we lack materials to repair the Aravals. I don't even remember. There's so much we're missing. It's all written in my ledger.
Sorry.
At this rate, we'll never be on our way.
June, god of the craft. We dedicate all our crafts to June, for it is he who taught the people to bend the branches of trees to make our bows, and to fashion coverings of furs and ironbark. Without June, would we have the Araval or the harnesses for our Hala? When the people were young, we wandered the forest without purpose. We drank from streams and ate the berries and nuts that we could find. We did not hunt, for we had no bows. We wore nothing, for we had no knowledge of spinning or needlecraft. We shivered in the cold nights and went hungry through the winters, when all the world was covered in ice and snow. Then Silas, the hearthkeeper, came and gave us fire and taught us how to feed it with wood. June taught us to fashion bows and arrows and knives so that we could hunt. We learned to cook the flesh of the creatures we hunted over Soleil's fire, and we learned to clothe ourselves in their furs and skins, and the people were no longer cold and hungry, as told by Gisharal, keeper of the Ralafaran clan of the Dalish elves. I have heard that way too many times in my life. This must be her ledger. Spindleweed getting scarce. I think I can help with that.
You've brought supplies. If you could store them in that chest, I would be grateful.
You were the one they called the Herald of Andraste. For all the world's a venerated Dalish elf. That's never happened before, has it? All the clans are talking about you. Or so Keeper Howan says. Aneth Ara, Herald.
Ah, talk. What do they say exactly?
Good things, I think. A few hope this is a sign of change for our people. Real change. If it's true, I want to be a part of it.
Sounds like a volunteer.
It won't happen. Keeper Howan won't allow it. He doesn't trust anything to do with the Chantry or Andraste.
I could try to convince your keeper.
You could try.
I'll take my leave.
I will try. Hello?
Andarana Tishan.
You were the craftsman here?
Yes, Dallin. Ironbark, leather and such, as I'm sure you know. I'm afraid I cannot trade with you. You are one of the people, but we do not know or trust your Inquisition. In time, perhaps.
Ironically, I could really use trading right now. What's this? Mythal, the Great Protector. Elgarnan had defeated his father, the sun, and all was covered in darkness. Pleased with himself, Elgarnan sought to console his mother, the earth, by replacing all that the sun had destroyed, but the earth knew that without the sun nothing could grow. She whispered to Elgarnan the truth and pleaded with him to release her father, but Elgarnan's pride was great and his vengeance was terrible, and he refused. It was at this moment that Mythal walked out of the sea of the earth's tears and onto the land. She placed her hand on Elgarnan's brow, and at her touch he grew calm and knew that his anger had led him astray. Humbled, Elgarnan went to the place where the sun was buried and spoke to him. Elgarnan said he would release the sun if the sun promised to be gentle and to return to the earth each night. The sun, feeling remorse at what he had done, agreed. And so the sun rose again in the sky and shone his golden light upon the earth. Elgarnan and Mythal, with the help of the earth and the sun, brought back to life all the wondrous things that the sun had destroyed, and they grew and thrived. And that night, when the sun had gone to sleep, Mythal gathered the glowing earth around his bed and formed it into a sphere to be placed in the sky, a pale reflection of the sun's true glory. From the tale of Mythal's touch, as told by Gisharal, keeper of the Ralafaran clans of the Dalish elves. These are all things I was told as a child.
Mythal asked Valoran, where are you?
Who's Valorin?
My brother. He's been sullen for a while because the Keeper chose another as his apprentice. He thinks it's a slight, but it isn't. He just wasn't ready. Keeper Howan wants him to wait. Then he took off 3 nights ago on his own. I don't know what he was thinking. The Keeper sent hunters to search, but they never found a trace. Mythal's mercy. If anything's happened.
I'll look for him too. Now there's a scroll here. Elgarnan, the Allfather. Long time ago, when time itself was young, the only things in existence were the sun and the land. The son, curious about the land, bowed his head close to her body, and Elgranon was born in the place where they touched. The sun and the land loved Elgranon greatly, for he was beautiful and clever. As a gift to Elgranon, the land brought forth great birds and beasts of sky and forest and all manner of wonderful green things. Elgranon loved his mother's gifts and praised them highly and walked amongst them often. The sun, looking down upon the fruitful land, saw the joy that Elgranon took in her works and grew jealous. Out of spite he shone his face full upon all the creatures the earth had created, and burned them all to ashes. The land cracked and split from bitterness and pain, and cried salt tears for the loss of all she had wrought. The pool of tears cried for the land became the ocean, and the cracks in her body the first rivers and streams. Elgranon was furious at what his father had done and vowed vengeance. He lifted himself into the sky and wrestled the sun, determined to defeat him. They fought for an eternity, and eventually the sun grew weak while Elgranon's rage was unabated. Eventually, Elgranon threw the sun down from the sky and burned him in a deep abyss created by the land's sorrow. Buried him. With the sun gone, the world was covered in shadow, and all that remained in the sky were the reminders of Elgranon's battle with his father, drops of the sun's lifeblood, which twinkled and shimmered in the darkness from the tale of Elgranon and the sun, as told by Gishrel, keeper of the Ralafaran clan of Dalish elves. That was the first part. I had read the second part. First, let's see. So she wants me to place. Check the ledger. Check your big book over here.
At this rate, we'll never be on our way.
Running out of elf fruit first. So we have a lot. We have a lot of elf fruit. We have a lot of everything, actually. We can bring a lot of resources to this small camp. Someone took canine leather without my permission. If I find out who, I think we do have canine leather. Find deliver 10 pieces of canine leather. I do believe that we have that in our stocks. We need more iron to repair the Aravels. Plenty of iron that we don't need. I wish we had some great bear fur. Nights are getting cold. I'm not sure if we have that.
At this rate, we'll never be on our
No,
way.
we don't. We need to find a bear. We have one bear pelt. We need 2 more. Well, I'll try talking to the keeper, or more appropriately, the Howran.
Herald, you return.
One of your clan wishes to join the Inquisition.
Mathalanas. Did he say that? Masaranis. But I cannot allow it. You may be Dalish, but your Inquisition is human. I will not let Lorena leave with you. Not when I'm uncertain of your intentions.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying
Gareth,
to
Shiraz.
save Thetis. Okay, so there's more rifts. There's the Golden Howl has been sighted to the southwest. And there's an old burial site. A Dalish burial site in the plains, known as Var Belanaris. Spells protecting the dead there have been broken, attracting demons. Cleansing the grounds of the demons would gain favor from the Dalish. We'll head right there. Mark that on my map. It's this way. Shemlin. Well, I love a human woman. I'm riding a human mount. I'm riding at the head of a human Inquisition. Mostly human. Not completely. There are elves, Dalish and city elves, and there's dwarves as well. It's everything. There's all human nationalities as well. I guess in his mind I'm kind of tainted. Wolves. Well, let's find this burial site. See it ahead. Is that undead? It's undead. Undead fighting wolves. Let's just deal with all of them at once. Canine leather. And more canine leather. Things to research, I take it? Oh, ring velvet. So more materials to use. Okay, so this must be the burial grounds. What's this? It looks like Freeman. They're too close to the Hala there. I'm not going to bother fighting. Claim this. Var Bellinaris. Our eternity, where hundreds of our ancestors are buried, where those of us who can still lay our kin to rest. Although this land now belongs to Orlais, the Shemlin have never reclaimed it. Perhaps their guilty conscience stops them. Or perhaps those uncomplimentary tales of elven curses and vengeful spirits have some use after all. Keeper Gishrael of the Ralafaran clan.
Bunch of holes full of elfy glory. Huh.
Sarah. Well, it's a Fade Rift. Is that it? I just have to kill the demons that were here? Because there's nothing else. Oh. The tombs are in here. Look at this. I'm not going to disturb these tombs, though. Embrium. There really isn't much more. We'll have to go and look for the Golden Hala, which was sighted nearby.